So it starts with Zemo luring Bucky, Steve, and Tony together. And then Zemo's like, I lost everyone, and so will you. And then turns on a monitor. That man Cap like, what is this? You better not be doing nothing crazy, and walks over to check what it is. As soon as bro broke eye contact, that man Zemo dips. Bro walks in the shadows all slow and stuff. Like, bro, you're not black. We can still see you. But everybody starts gathering around the monitor. And Tony's like, what the? He's like, I've seen this before. I know that road. And then he's like, what is this? And as soon as bro looked back, a car goes zooming and crashes. And right after that happens, somebody on a motorcycle pulls up. And as soon as bro pulled up, Cap looks straight at Tony. This is where it gets serious. Tony watches as Bucky offs his parents. That man Tony looks over at him. He's like, this is you? His whole life is a lie. And bro had it staged that they died in the crash. But the last thing that pushed him over the edge was when Bucky walked around to his mom and choked her with his bare hand. Steve's like, Tony. And then Tony lunges at him. And Steve pulls him back. And you can see that anger on Tony's face. Then he says, did you know? I didn't know it was him. Don't bullshit me, Rogers. Did you know? And then Steve just looks at him. And then he says, yes. And Tony's like, for real? After everything, you hold that from me? And you can see it all over Steve's face. He's sorry. And that man Tony's like, okay. This is what the fuck I get. Tony hit Steve with the meanest backhand. That bro remembering his childhood. That bro so hard he started rolling in the air. Rolling like Beetlejuice's arm in that one scene. You Steve! You gon' feel it all. No Diddy. Right after Tony made Steve tuck and roll like Turbo, Bucky like, nah, get off my nigga. Whoa!
Nah, bro. You gotta go.
Then Tony turns like, nah, bitch. Take this repulsor, then you gonna take this ironmonger. And shoots his gun, breaking it into
little bitty tiny pieces.
Well, Bucky blocks his arm, but that ain't do nothing, cause Tony knocks it out the way and grabs him. Took him in the air like E.T. Grabbed him in the air like Seeker. We're about to drop him off like a pizza delivery. That bro up in the air like a Billie Eilish high note. Up, down, left and right. Billy know how to sing. Tony drops off Bucky like Shadow dropping off Sonic and pinned him down like he attacked. Gets up like he about to smack him like Thanos. So pins his metal arm down. Right when Tony's about to blast his head off, Steve blitzes his shield over. In the air like a D-13 Scepter shot. Hit bro in the head and made a miss. Damn! And as soon as bro turns over, bro gets full shield to the pit. Just like when you get full butt in class. The teacher trying to help that one student, meanwhile they butt in your face. Whoa! Like, whoa! I don't need to see that in my brain.
Disgust.
Steve busts Tony to the side. Tony like, oh, okay, what's up? And slams that man Cap. Bro learned from the first Avengers movie when Thor headbutted him. Bro was not gonna let that happen again. Soon as bro hit the floor, he locked him up. Cuffed his leg and everything. What's this weak ass cuff gonna do? And right when Tony's finishing up, bro gets a mean uppercut to the mid. Like Adam uppercutting Twin Cities. That bro's neck up like Jenna's in this one pick. That bro's neck elongated like he with the dinosaurs. Tony ate that. And grabs Bucky like they about to start dancing at the snowball. Grabbing Bucky like they George and Lorraine McFly. And Marty was shredding that guitar. You go, Marty, you go! Tony pulls that man Bucky and pins him to the wall, looking like they about to get into it.
What do you mean by that?
So you just gonna break my proposal like that, huh? It's a joke! Oh, it's a joke. You can fix it, right? Can you fix your face? And then bro pulls out a missile! Aims it at Bucky's face, and as soon as he about to shoot it, Bucky grabs it and redirects it.
I'm about to burst.
That would have been Bucky's face. Cap breaks that cuff and starts bucking towards the fight, where all chaos ensues. Look at the back. Tony spanking Bucky like he need to go on timeout. Like, Tony, this ain't the time right now. He ain't your kid. The place falling down. Steve ducks for cover while Bucky and Tony falling. Bro fell like the food on my plate last night, and that man Bucky got right up. Steve like, get out of here. Don't gotta tell me twice. Look at the color of my skin. And you know that man Bucky booking. But right when he turns around, Tony flies in like he John Wick, and he trigger happy. Tony came in like a seagull to food. You know how ferocious these animals are? That man Steve jumps in front of Tony. As that man Bucky opens the lid to get out, that man Tony starts flying up. Steve like, it wasn't him, Tony.
Hydra had control of his mind.
Move! That man Tony flew out like Squidward kicking out SpongeBob and Patrick, and then threw him out his room. That man Tony out like a light, and then Steve caught his leg like these. He starts bashing his thruster in, messed his left leg up, and looks at him like, this motherfucker. And lasers that man Steve back. His suit voice Friday like,
left boot jet failing.
And that man Tony like, He ain't gonna let Bucky leave. Even with a messed up thruster, that man persevering. Like Aragorn and King Dowden. They led the charge against the Urukai and packed them up. Shoo, I might make a commentary on that. Tony flies up and kicks bro. Took Bucky by complete surprise. Came out to cut like Hayabusa. Came out to cut like that little in Mini Ninjas. And right after that man kicked him, Tony already trying to John Wick him. And right when that man's about to shoot, Steve flipping like he a Power Ranger. And you know how much they be flipping. Bro flips in and deflects that shot. Had Tony tasting his own medicine.
Damn.
Cap like, he's not gonna stop. Go. And pulls out his cap grappler. You gonna see why I call it a cap grappler in a second. As Tony comes up, that man Cap jumps off and shoots his grappler. And it wraps around Tony's neck. This ain't Little Big Planet 2. Bro grappled Tony like he Sackboy. Got that grapple hook out and everything. Bro grappled Tony like he Batman. Went around like a snake and tugged him down.
Wow, man. Damn.
Bro brought Tony to the depths of Tartarus. And both of them went to sleep. That man Bucky climbing like a kid on monkey bars. Tony gets up and aims, but looks down to see Cap throwing his shield. Tony's like, not this time, bitch, and shoots it down. No, baby, no, no. Tony takes out another missile and tries to aim, but his suit damaged. Then he's like, you know what? F it, I'm eyeballing it. And aims like he Legolas. Oh, shit. Yeah, he's trapped now. Tony's helmet closes and he goes straight for Bucky. Tony flew up ready to scrap, but that man Bucky hit him with a pipe and weaved out the way. A-Train would be proud. Bucky looked like he ready to bat, but he got nothing on Chicken Little. Everybody doubted him and he hit the fall. Bucky takes the swing, but Tony catches it. Yeah, Bucky needs some pointers from Mr. Myrtle. Tony takes that pipe out his hand and grabs bro, back hugging like they a couple. And Tony's like, do you even remember them? I remember all of them. And Tony yanks him down. But don't lose hope yet, folks, because that man Cap jumps on both of them, making everybody take a tumble. Broke both of themselves. Well, that man Cap rolling like toilet paper. Rolling like the guy in the tire from Unaccompanied Minors. Rolling like Lightning McQueen's wheels.
They see me rolling.
Tony crawls up just like he did in Iron Man 1, looking like a full-on menace. Steve gets up too, and he's like, this isn't gonna change what happened. And then Tony says, I don't care. He killed my mom. And then lunges at bro, and they start scrapping. And you know Tony about to hit him with the two-piece. Make. Got bro staring at the ground like SpongeBob. But Steve got something up his sleeve. Steve hits bro with a mean left hook. Left bro stunned, and then grabs bro's neck. Steve, when are we gonna realize choking Iron Man isn't gonna do anything? Like he tried this with Ultron. Bro!
Well, I guess you could argue, if you take off the robot's head, it would die. If you take off Iron Man's helmet, it could mess up the... Okay!
Tony shoots to get out the chokehold, lands, and starts pressing Cap. Bucky peeps, and then looks up and sees his shield. Hold on, what you think about to happen? Are we letting bro cook? Well, that man Tony laying it in the stand. Bucky from out the cut slams that shield on Tony's back.
Yes indeed, and yes indeed, and yes indeed, and yes indeed.
That man Tony petrified and shoots bro. And then these two just start bullying him, bro. Oh my god. Oh my. Look at this. What the?
Wow, man.
Let's break it down. Bucky chucks the shield at Steve. Weave, pop to the left and then a kick. Steve spin, boom, left hook block, punch. Shield, lag, bro spins and passes it. Shield to the gut, left punch. Pass, and then shot to the chest.
Shawty treated me like I'm a rookie. Shawty bounce on me, we make a movie.
I'm sorry, let's keep going. Then Tony and Bucky start scrapping. Counter block, counter. Then Tony lets out his repulsor laser. But that ain't do nothing. Bucky caught it within seconds. Then bashes bro's chest and pins him to the wall. Whoa! Trying to claw out his arc reactor. And Tony peeps. And while Bucky's getting closer and closer, Tony lets out a mean chest blast, blasting that man's arm off. And then to finish the job, bro shoots it back, leaving Bucky laid out. That man Tony wiping his hands off. He got the job finished. But Steve peeps this and books it to Tony, creating this masterpiece. Tony shouldn't have done that.
2,000 years later.
Steve starts going ballistic, not letting Tony breathe at all. Hitting everywhere, violating bro. Power hit after power hit, combo after combo. That man Steve on his spartan rage, juggling bro like his Mortal Kombat. Even Tony's suit's telling him he's not beating him. But this is where the tide turns. Tony's like, Friday, analyze his fight pattern, and starts scanning the speed.
We're ready, boss.
Bro catches his shield. Steve's like, whoa, let's kick his ass. Shoots the shield up, blocks, spins, and shoots. Man made bro fly like Superman. Look like the Omni movement from Black Ops 6.
The nigga swung his body to the side.
Tony gave Cap no time to breathe. Body shot, weave, elbow hit to the face, and a mean uppercut, just like Agent J to Boris. Then shoot bro dead in his chest, making bro kneel like SpongeBob. Then Steve's like, he's my friend. Then Tony says, so was I. Then hits bro with the deadly right and left. Then picks up bro and throws him. Had bro in the air like handsome Squidward. Then Tony says, stay down, final warning. But you know that man Cap never quit. As soon as Tony said that, he got up. Motherfucker, I could do this all day. And that man Tony raises his arm, ready to shoot that man. But Bucky grabs his ankle, and then Tony kicks bro. And that gave Steve the opportunity of a lifetime. It gave him time to grab him, lift that man, and slam that man. And Steve starts pummeling bro. And then uses the shield. Then bro breaks the helmet. It's just one more hit. One more hit. Boom! Finally, shut that man's suit off. And then both of them look at each other. And Steve's like, what are we doing? And from how tired bro is, he falls back and stands right back up and takes that shield out, puts it right on, and walks to Bucky. And he picks up his best friend. That shield doesn't belong to you. You don't deserve it. My father made that shield. And then Steve's like, you know what? Here, take it. And drops the shield and walks up with Bucky.